Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle. And it's their first look at this year's Pistons here for the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season. Thomas in at the point. Here's Hudson. It's Wilkins on the wing. And he jams it with authority.
A one-hand tomahawk for you, folks.
And Kevin, how about the reaction from his teammates, not just on the bench? Look at the guys even in the game.
That Kia Slam Jam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
And that's how...
Here's Thomas after the basket by Atlanta. And that one's good. Thomas got 6.
He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's ABC, and it's sent back by Drummond. Hill passes to Dumas. Johnson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Teague is checked in for Hudson. Here. Wallace is checked in.
And really, last season was one of improvement for the Pistons. As they were able to shoot the ball better and... season wore on. Overall, they cut out the little mistakes that had bothered them back in 14.
Atlanta with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Teague, terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows...
and played them perfectly.
The Hawks trailing. Horford with the screen on Billups. Teague dishes to Horford. Flew off the pick and hammers it home.
Both teams trading punches back and forth.
Here's Billups after the basket by Atlanta. And it's sent back by Horford. Shot clock at 3. Hill. Shot is off. Smith with the defensive effort. Excellent D there from Hill.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Billups. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Knocks down the 3-ball. Here's Teague. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 6 points for Teague.
And guys, Josh Smith, an interesting blend of talents. A good defender, great finisher around.
Billups passes to DeBusschere. Can they get it? No luck. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Josh Smith kind of a tweener. He spent some time at power forward.
He's gotten stronger. He's worked on his post game, and I think as time has passed, he's settled in as a full-time power forward. At least that's where he should settle into.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling.
In the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Throughout the first half, you guys seem to have an enhanced intensity on offense as well as on defense. Which was the primary focus for you guys so far?
It's been a little bit of both, but we just got to communicate, talk defensively, get stops, and get out and run.
So much of defense about communication, Joe. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Looking at the game for Wilkins, he's got 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Rodman is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Joe Dumars. Then it's Thomas. And it's Hill in at the small forward. They get it again.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, his free throw percentage.
He can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
Screen by Smith. Teague with the ball. Now Thomas defending. And here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
On the wing, Hill, all sorts of time, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hill's got his first 2 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Horford, and just miss after miss right now. The Pistons trailing. To the inside, and Dennis Rodman with the slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Smith sets the pick for Teague. There's the pass to Hudson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. So he gets the whistler. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. That's good. Wilkins has got 12 points in the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. Seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
This one for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Hill dishes to Dumars. Drummond the screen. Double team on Thomas. Off the pick. A second chance effort. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Rodman.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
It's Wilkins with the drive. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Wilkins has got 4 this quarter.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of help. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out of that conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
And Teague, here we go. He kicks it to Hudson. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Hill has the open look. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight. Teague, the pass to Horford. Feeds to Hudson. And Teague has it in the corner. The 3-pointer, no good. The Pistons have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Atlanta making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Joe Johnson.
.105 left to play in the third. Dumars kicks to Thomas. Over to the wing. Here's Drummond. And Detroit again with the bucket.
A very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, their offense heating up, and anytime you shoot it this well, you're going to give yourself a chance to get the W.
Horford with the screen on Thomas. Johnson in the corner. Launches it. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Johnson on the money from 12 feet away. Here's Thomas. He's got 15. Pass to Hill. Back to Thomas. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Smith sets the pick for Johnson. The outside leaner, and it comes off the front of the rim. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. Teague and Joe Johnson man the backcourt. Josh Smith and Al Horford the big men. And it's Wilkins in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Smith dishes to Teague, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Here's Wilkins. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
And Drummond throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
No, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Wilkins gets the rebound. The Hawks trail by 7. Teague the pass to Johnson. The jump hook and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend. I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Right side, Wilkins. And he can't jam it through. Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Thomas against Teague. Thomas, that's good.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Smith with a screen on Thomas. And Smith with the stop.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Thomas kicks to Drummond. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And good on the basket. Book it. Thomas got 15 points in just the second half.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the 4th.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter, Greg. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
Thomas a screen. Phillips dishes to Hill. On the wing, Wallace. Pistons passing it around. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's sent back by Horford. And he recovers it. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And it's Smith missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And it's on the top for the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Rodman, he's checked in for Detroit. Dumars comes in for Chauncey Billups. Thomas kicks to Drummond. Back to Thomas. And the three ball is good. Thomas got 28.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Screen by Smith. And here's Johnson outside. Detroit with the rebound. Rodman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thomas goes in, down low, and it's blocked. And it's on a bound to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. .141 left in the fourth. And the ball goes out of bounds. Johnson. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Inside, here's Teague. The shot will not go. Good D by Drummond. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath, you're right. Here's Thomas. And he uses the glass on the layup. Thomas got 30 points.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Detroit.
Good point, Steve. And Clark, they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
I like their fortitude, their toughness, particularly in terms of dealing with adversity. Anytime things didn't go their way, they just put their nose down and stayed with it. And because of that, they were able to pull away.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Your hope is to take charge of a season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0 with 3 games still left to play this year against the Hawks.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Thomas. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Detroit has possession. They've led by as much as 10. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Thomas.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
And now your
time called here. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies. And still that fight in this group.
Yeah, hey, I'm all for giving messages and teaching lessons, and I respect that, but at some point, if it's over, it's over. I mean, you need to be looking at the next one. This one's done. Forget about it. Let's move on.
And so the Pistons take the win. They seem to relish their role.
He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.